Hey everybody, this is Ty Camden here with Car Mechanic Simulator, episode 13. And last time I got very frustrated and I ended up with an incomplete story job. So hopefully today I can finish my story job. Last time I got so frustrated with finding the last bit of it and then I thought I had, and I went ahead and looked at it, said incomplete. I'm like, oh, get out of here. But actually it was the body work I'd forgotten to finish, which was the easy stuff. So this time I might just start with the body stuff, if there is any. Alright, so I've got to move closer to my TV. I always forget. I have trouble seeing the words on this game. Alright, so let's start with the bodywork, because this unknown stuff is a little rough. Wow. A lot of undiscovered parts. But let's start with this. Front headlight. Okay, first off, it's a Bolt Chapman. Bolt Chapman right headlight. So if we go to body shop, we search for Bolt Chapman. I bet you Bolt Chap will do it. Oh yeah. Get that right headlight. Let's get that first. Let's see. Front right door, rear right door. Where's front doors? Oh, up here, okay. Front right door, rear right door, front right fender, there it is. Whoops, wrong button. Rear right door window. So both the front and rear right door windows. Front and rear right door window. I'm gonna double check that. Sorry. Front and rear right door window. Rear right door window. Come on, where is it? There it is. Right, rear right door window. And lastly, a right side mirror. Alright, I should have all the parts. Now it's just a matter of taking them off. Again, right headlight. Let's start with that. I don't want to mount the part. Come on. Yeah, actually, in this case, I do. I don't have to pull it out. So yeah, assemble mode it is. Nice. The actual door is missing. I guess it's smart that I bought all this stuff first, because... Alright, so now let's look at the car status. Front right fender. I mean, it says mount part, but don't I have to rip it off first? Huh, maybe not. Maybe it was missing. Boom. Bodywork done. Now he says it won't even run. So I have a feeling this is going to be major. But let's go ahead and let's save. Let's get that done. Normal mode. Save game, upper left corner. Boom, saving game, game saved. Alright, so I guess since it doesn't run, we just gotta move it right onto the lift. I have a feeling this is gonna be all engine stuff. Is there a way we can do it in overview? Oh, the overview doesn't show anything. That engine looks like garb though. Wow. Let's start with the cooling system because it looks like garbage. I wonder if that's going to be part of the problem. Oh, I can check that. Now that it's off the car, is it on the list? Wow, really? So even though that part is just horrible looking, I have to put it back. Because he don't care about 40%. Well, before we get into the engine, let's get the brake pump off. I could care less about the brake pump. Wow. Alright, so we gotta get the engine out. And to do that, it's gonna require some things to happen. So let's get those happening. Probably have to tear this whole car apart just to I want to disconnect some of these pipes so I can get the engine out. That's what I'm working on right now. Let's see if there's any oil to drain out. Let's get that going because I gotta get the filter off. Darn if there ain't. Good move. Right now I can get the filter off without worrying. Where are we? Oh, we gotta click on this. Let's just, whoa, zoomed up too far, too far. There's that filter. Let's get that off. Even though it's fine. Where is the engine block? There it is, engine block. If I want to get the engine block off, a lot of things have to come off first, but let's start here. I probably could have done this on the thing, but I'll just get it off right now. Jeez, I'm zoomed in too much again. Zoom out. That's better. So the engine block. So I'm gonna have to take off this stuff, huh? Alright, let's try to get it out. Let's see what it says. This car has a lot of mystery problems, which is fun. So will it let me take the engine out? I do not know. No. Oh, that's because it's on the lifter. Alright, we'll do it now. Let's see. Pull out engine. Oh, it looks good. Looks like it will. Alright, so the engine's out. And the car is garbage. I've already pulled off the brake thing and the radiator thing, and it said there was no real issues with it. So let's take a look and see what the list looks like now that I pulled the engine out. Whoops, I already did the body work. Let's see. Part not discovered. I wonder if there's nothing wrong with the engine. He just needs it to run. Alright, so why it's not running, I couldn't answer that question. But I'm probably going to pull those wheels off and start with that. And I wouldn't mind taking a look at the fuel tank real quick. Like the fuel pump, you know. List. Alright, that part's okay, so I can remount that. A lot of the parts in this car are 40%, and that's not good. I really think I should be breaking that engine down, but maybe not. I'm going to end up breaking the whole car down, I have a feeling. Can I examine stuff from here? I think orange is okay with this guy. So I'll probably leave that alone. Which is weird, because I don't know what to fix. Well, I can't do test pass and test stuff because it doesn't run. So that's an issue. Ooh. That says red, so I have a feeling this stuff's gotta go. But that one's orange, so I think that one's okay. It's interesting. Alright, so we're going to pull this one off over here, if we can get to it. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah, I think it was this one over here. There we go. So to get this off, can I do it? Oh yeah. These were red, so I'm thinking these might be a problem. Oh, why can't I take that off? Is there a hidden piece? Oh yeah, I gotta get the bushing off. Alright. Don't forget about that bushing later. Alright, so let's look at... I should have maybe figured some stuff out. Yeah, all those 4 things have to go. So let's do them right now and get them right back on there. Leaf spring U-bolt. Whoops, wrong button. I've already forgotten, but at least got the parts menu up now. Leaf spring U-bolt. Leaf spring U-bolt. Let me look at the part, my list again, because I might have, yeah, I need 2 of those. Yep. Then I need 1 leaf spring plate and 1 solid axle control arm. This could be fun to find. Solid, huh? Solid axle control arm. There it is. So we can get rid of the 2 bad U-bolts, the bad leaf spring plate, and the bad solid axle control arm. And actually now, we can put the stuff back on using part mount. And we gotta put that bushing on, don't forget. There it is. Nice, nice. There's the plate. A bolt. So even the engine's garbage looking, it might be okay. That would simplify things greatly for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the fact that these tires look like garbage and just maybe I can inspect them too. Tire tester. I do have a tread tester. That's orange, whatever I just checked. Alright, let's get this off. The axle looked okay. I just inspected it. Huh. Okay, well, I'll just take it off then. I'm not sure about the hub though, so I probably should take this off. Alright, that wheel just got ripped completely apart. I don't trust that knuckle housing either. But everything else there looks okay. So now, let's go down here and look. Look at that, the drive axle, brake drum. Yeah, there's a lot of parts bad right there. Which means if I look over here, there's probably a bunch of red, right? Oh, not as much as I expected. We definitely have a brake drum. Let's start with that. So we'll replace the brake drum part. We have a solid rear drive axle. Oof, that doesn't sound good. Solid rear drive axle. And we have a rear axle knuckle housing B. Rear axle knuckle housing B. That's only 3 pieces of that puzzle, though. Oh, I see. I'm using the wrong joystick. I was jumping all over the place. What the heck's a Rem Chapman? I gotta pull the wheel apart, don't I? Alright, so shoot. I'm really confused. I should write stuff down. I replaced the brake drum, the knuckle, and the drive axle. Drum, knuckle, rear drive axle. rear drive axle, drum, and I did the knuckle. So that's all good. Rim Chapman's the only other piece that really needs to be replaced, and I have a feeling that's because I got to pull this tire apart. I bet you it'll separate the rim. That big old rusty looking, horrible looking rim. Alright, so what is it? It's a Rim Chapman and it's a 15-inch ET0. Rim Chapman 15-inch ET0. Oh, we gotta mount it first. Alright, we're making progress. That's good. I think I can put this part of the car back together. I'm a little worried though. So before I do that, I'm going to inspect the car just a little bit more, make sure it's not, I don't want to rip it back off later. So let's go ahead and do a quick inspect. Yeah, see, I can't inspect the spring parts. I probably should pull them off and look at them. So let's see if I can do that and how hard that would be to do. So, yep, we gotta start at the top. Because these are all parts that I can't actually look at. And, no, they look okay. So let's remount them. Okay is a relative term for this customer. Alright. Yeah, so I think I'm good to put this tire stuff back on. So we start with the knuckle housing. Get the wheel hub on. The axle. This little bit up here. Drum wheel cylinder. I'm not sure what that does. But it probably works with the shoe. So, alright. Shoe goes on. The brake drum and now the tire. Look at that beautiful rim that we put on there. Beautiful. And I have a feeling all four of these tires are carb. So, we're going to just go ahead and start taking stuff off here. I don't know that I can look at that shock. Yeah, I might have to rip that off to look at it. But first, let's look at this tire situation we got here. Oh, I'm using the wrong joystick again. Alright, so looking for stars that have no greens. Oh. None of that was bad? Really? Look, none of it's red. I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute. back. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to put that all back on. Before I do that, let me at least see if I can rip off these things. Can I take those off? I can. Alright, so let's put the tires back, that tire back on. We're going to look at the shocks after we get the tire on. Alright, so any new stars have appeared? No, so I think the shocks might be okay. So we'll go ahead and put them back on, because nothing really popped on that. They both appear to be orange as well. Alright, I think I've finished the rear of the car. And I've pretty much either looked at... I didn't take that spring off, did I? Let's rip that off and take a look at it. I'm sure it's fine. But I like knowing I've really checked all this stuff out. No part left behind. Yep, it's all orange, so we're going to reinstall it. That's one of the things I just can't examine the normal way, which is why I pulled it off. Alright, to the front. Start with this tire. It looks like garbage, and we know that rim's probably bad. Because it's almost all rust. And then we'll just take everything off, you know, near it. Something else is missing here. The wheel hub bearing had to come off. To get the knuckle off, I gotta take off these arms, but the arms look pretty bad anyway. This front end's a lot more complicated. Alright, let's do it. Let's get the tie rods off. They look horrible. Hey, we finally got that knuckle off. Does anything else here look really, really, really bad? I can't pull the rack off yet anyway. Alright. I got a real bunch of mess here to work with, I bet you. Oh yeah, a lot of stars. Alright, let's start with what we gotta do here. Gotta pull this tire back apart. Because that rim is garbage. Yep, it's a rim Chapman 15-0. Now I can reinstall it because it's got the brand new fancy rim on it. It's pretty. The only thing I really didn't do while they were on the car was check the treads. Hopefully that's not a problem. Oh, I can talk. I can turn off my dog timer now because I heard them out there barking. So let me do that real quick, or else it'll go off during the stream and that'll annoy me. Yep, done. Oh, all right. Did that while it was balancing. Nice. Can I just hit X? Oh, I can. Look at that. Nice. All right, so yeah, it's time to buy a bunch of parts for this side. I could probably tell from just what's red, but I'm going to use this list. Brake pads, front steering knuckle C. Oh, come on. Brake pads. Front steering knuckle C. And we'll go right down the list, and then we'll replace in my inventory here. Yep, and I need an outer tie rod and an inner tie rod. There's the outer. There's the inner. Good. Next is the bottom suspension arm. Boom, bottom suspension arm. That was easier to find than I expected. And it looks like that. There it is. Get rid of that one. Next is front spring. I think I have to pull that shock apart. Let's see. Let's try it. Alright, so we got that. Let's look at this inventory on that. Oh yeah. All three of these are garbage. We have a double wishbone shock absorber. Double wishbone shock absorber, yep. We need a front spring and a front shock absorber cap. There, that should do that. So let's get rid of the old stuff. Got a new front spring. Got a new front shock absorber cap. I should be able to put it back together now and it'll be brandy spanky new. I'll probably end up doing this on the other side, but I want to do it piece by piece because having a million parts to deal with is a lot. A lot to deal with. Alright, so that got me to the front spring, double wishbone shock absorber, front axle knuckle cover. Let's get that. Front axle knuckle covering. Beautiful. That looks like that. There it is. Brake caliper, sway bar, front end link B. I'll never remember that all, so let's do the brake caliper first. Sway bar, front end link B. Sway bar. Sway bar, front end link B. There it is. Front shock. Oh, I already did the front shock. Wheel hubcap. I'm not sure if that's part of the tire. I don't think it is. That might be. I don't know. Let's go ahead and try to get it. Wheel hubcap. Nope, that's something I gotta buy. So brake disc ventilated and upper suspension arm, and that's it for now. Brake disc ventilated upper suspension arm. Let's go with the upper suspension arm first. Upper suspension arm. Now brake disc ventilated. Beautiful. There's that upper suspension arm. And the brake disc ventilate looks like that. There it is. Alright, I should be able to start putting this part of the car back together, but let's overview mode it first. What if I go into examine mode? Is it going to let me do any of that? Oh, yes it is. But not the bushing. That's cute. What about this thing? Yeah, it's orange. So I've pretty much tested as much as I can. Let's go ahead and put it back together. Part mount mode. No, I'm not putting the engine on. Get those arms on first. Then let's do this thin sway bar. The brand new double wishbone shock. And that's it for that part. Now we can do the actual tire stuff. Starting with those little pieces inside, right? Maybe not. Let's do the hub first. put the little pieces? Huh, alright now. They want me to do this stuff first. Why is it not letting me... There it is, wheel hub bearing. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get to it. And the cap. That's what I wanted to see right there. Brake pads. Yeah, all this is going back on now. Parts of it new. Do I have any... What's in my inventory? Let's take a look. Yeah, all that engine type stuff I pulled off earlier. Good, good. That's going to be last. I still have to go to the other side and check out this whole section. I also want to look at my list of car status. That car status looks done. Is that right? I finished the car? I just got to throw the engine back in and stuff? Nice. Yeah, I actually did. I just got to, I need to, I just got to rebuild this thing, you know? Let's start with the engine. Let's get the engine back on. What the heck? What's going on here? What did I do wrong? Alright, maybe I don't have to do that first. Maybe I have to do this first? I have forgotten how to put the engine back on the car. Locked, locked, rotate, rotate. Take off engine from crate. So... maybe I have to lower it again. Isn't that always the problem? Yeah, that was it. It was because I was, the car was up high. Move that out of the way. Nice. Let's put as much in from underneath as we can real quick. We got some pipes and stuff to reattach, right? Yep. We've got the exhausts, pipes. We gotta get in here on the flywheel. All this clutch stuff. Release bearing sounds important. Oh, gearbox. Yeah, I think he's gonna need his gears. Starter. I think there's something on this side too, if I can figure out how to get to it. But I guess for now, let's just do the drive shaft. That's pretty important. I will get back on the engine block up here. Gearbox. I can zoom on that. Where's that oil filter go, right? Oh, I know you go on there somewhere. I guess I'll figure out later. Let's pull it down low and see if there's anything we can do from the top that we haven't done yet already. Probably not. Doesn't look like it. We still have to do the oil filter though, I think. Let's look at our inventory. Yep, just the oil filter. So if we click on part mount, it should show up. There it is. I see it now. So now we just got to put oil in the car, right? I have no inventory at all, so everything's back on that should be. I just got to put oil in it. Beautiful. This car is done. That is a roughly $4,000 payout with some experience at such and such and such. Let's see if I got anything over here. Toolbox. No, I did not. Alright. Well, that was successful. I just wanted to do one story mission and get completely done, because last time it was a little rough, and I think I quit out of frustration. So this time, I just took my time with it, and it got done. And without doing any road testing, path testing, or using my little machines, I didn't use any of that. Just by using physical looking at the car, examining, and taking stuff apart, we got it fixed. Oh, I got a phone call. Gotta go. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Ty Camden.